Fellow Kenyans, I would like to talk about something here. I've been trying to ask myself this question. That why is it that the people of ODM leaders, ODM officials, those who have been elected under ODM, be it not officials, just leaders that will be elected under ODM, why is it that they are normally against Babu Owino? Why do they feel? Why is it that people feel like Babu Owino is not being recognized as one of the leaders of ODM? Like he's really being sidelined. You find that a lot of things are happening. Babu Owino that he keeps on being blamed. I don't know. Why is it that? So in this video, I would like to talk about some of the various reasons, some of the different reasons as to why maybe Babu Owino feels like, or maybe what the reasons why these guys are normally sidelined, they keep Babu Owino off or away from their things. Now, but before that, let me just say this. That I'm planning to have a podcast, planning to buy equipments, and that is why, guys, I'm requesting you that if you're willing, if you can support me, whatever you have, I really appreciate. Thank you, guys, for those who already done the same. I've seen somebody like Fox. Let me just say, received yours. Thank you. God bless you. And those who are still coming, thank you, guys. I know that I have a good team here. That is ready to stand with me in whatever thing I'm going to do or I'm planning to do. I'm just working on how we can have good sound, have a good place or to do a work without disturbance, without noise and all that. Where you can also invite guests, come and talk about these things here and there. I think all of that can only be achieved through your support, and also you being part of this team. As we get back into the discussion, fellow Kenyans, I would like us to listen to this.
Na tuwache kusupport Sakaja. Sakaja alipiga baba 2013. Kweli uongo? Baba akitaka rais. Nani alikuwa chairman wa TNA? Sakaja. Alipiga baba kupiga baba. 2022. Nani alitoa Mudavadi kwa baba? Sakaja. Si ni yeye? Yeye ndiye alitoa Mudavadi kwa baba. Alipiga baba kupiga baba. Saa hizi tunabembeleza punda kwa mteremko juu ya nini? Tunambembeleza juu ya nini? Ati tunasema ati Sakaja rudi asimame na ODM. Hiyo wacha tukufe kwanza. Hiyo hatutakubali. Kama ni hiyo, na ni mtu ambaye ni mnyonge sana. Sijui hata kwa nini gadhe yake wangeweza shinda. Huyu ni mnyonge. Huyu hata kishinda tunaweza mnyang'anya kura. Huyu ni mnyonge.
Now, let me start by saying this, that number one reason as to why I feel like Babu Owino is being sidelined, or one of the things that is causing friction, let me put it that way. One of the things that is causing friction between Babu Owino and other ODM delegates is the feeling of being sidelined during the decision making. Remember when Babu Owino said that he was never consulted? I know a lot of people say that, well, Babu Owino ni nani, mbona kuwe consulted? Remember when he said that he was never consulted during the NADCO report agreement, which was going to form a broad-based government between ODM and UDA. And if there is one of the major things that have really caused a lot of tension within ODM among the leaders is this issue of the broad-based government. Remember when Edwin Sifuna said that he doesn't care. There is nothing like he doesn't give a priority. Like he's not even thinking of something to do with of associating himself with anything to do with broad-based government. So this issue of the broad-based government made a lot of people feel like they're sidelined. Like they can't support. They're feeling that we can't support what we don't agree with. We can't support something that is not only going to benefit a few, but not going to benefit very many people. So that feeling of being sidelined, and of course, for a politician, especially one who represents constituents, being included from such discussion can be seen as a sign of reduced influence or trust. You find that whenever you are not included in some of the key decisions that are being made as a leader of a certain party, you feel like you're never being trusted, and then you're being reduced. Your influence is also being reduced. Number two, talk about the perception of not being valued. And here, we've heard Babu Owino several times saying that ODM's that his presence in ODM is no longer valued. And for instance, in the context of the 2027 Nairobi governor's race, you had Babu Owino saying that he is sure that ODM is not going to give him a ticket. So it means that according to him, according to the ODM, not according to him, but according to the ODM, they've made their mind that they're going to support Sakaja. You see? And I had, just the other day, I had Sakaja saying that he cannot argue with Babu Owino. You know, the Nairobi needs somebody who can work, not somebody who talks English, a lot of issues. So I was like, okay, so Babu Owino is not working yet. Babu Owino is normally being ranked. Time in, time out is normally being ranked as the best performing member of parliament in the whole of, imagine the whole of the country. Babu Owino is normally the best performing member of parliament. What Sakaja does, what is it that Sakaja does that people can say that oh, Sakaja is working? What is it that he has ever done? So are you seeing this issue of feeling like, no, I'm sidelined, you know, I'm not being valued, can also cause this chaos? And particularly with Raila Odinga. You know, Raila Odinga has already made his decision by endorsing Johnson Sakaja. That is something that we can't deny. That is something that is open. That Raila Odinga endorsed Johnson Sakaja. So it means that for Babu Owino to survive in politics, for Babu Owino to win the 2027 gubernatorial in Nairobi, he must come with another strategy. He must use another strategy. Now, one thing I love with Babu Owino is that however much all these things are happening, you can't hear Babu Owino talking negatively about ODM or about Raila Odinga. That is the one thing that I love with Babu Owino. And how I wish that we can just get an interview with this guy so that at least he can tell us his stand. Because the way Babu Owino does his politics, it's normally very interesting. You see? The third thing is the issue of disagreement with the party direction or ideologies. Babu Owino is among the ODM members who have been critical of the party's close cooperation with the government under President William Samoei Ruto. I think I talked about that, the issue with the Kenya Kwanza administration, whereby ODM decided now that, okay, we are going to work with the UDA. What is, you know, this question, a lot of people normally keep asking this question, that what is the role of ODM in this Kenya Kwanza administration? If we can get that answer, that what is the role of ODM party in UDA's in Kenya Kwanza administration, then all these things that people ask, all these questions that we normally ask ourselves, then I think it'll be very easy for us to get them. Because you find that once ODM got closer to UDA or Kenya Kwanza, the opposition was diluted. Because what is the opposition without ODM? What is opposition without ODM? And that is why you found that immediately after Raila Odinga decided now to join the government, the issue of opposition collapsed. Because the opposition leader has been Raila Odinga. Now the opposition leader now has decided to join the government. What is there remaining? Who is going to run the opposition? Kalonzo Musyoka cannot run the opposition. Martha Karua decided that they quitted. So all those issues have been there. The fourth thing is the leadership endorsement and internal hierarchies. There seems to be a strong sense that the party leadership has taken a position behind the scenes, favoring others over Babu Owino. For example, I think we talked about that. Raila Odinga publicly endorsing Johnson Sakaja in Nairobi and neglecting or ignoring Babu Owino. Also, Babu Owino was left out of ODM leadership lineup in a certain instance, which took a snap. Remember when Raila Odinga, back then when Raila Odinga was going to AU to vie for the position of the AU, the positions of ODM were given. Babu Owino, a lot of people were expecting that at least Babu Owino was going to be given a certain position, which never happened. You see? And if there is somebody who a lot of people normally see that can take Raila's role, is normally Babu Owino. So you see, it's like is there, it's like he's not there. You know, they don't want his presence, they want his presence. So nobody understands. And also warning and critics from within the party, whereby ODM leaders have cautioned him, suggesting that his behavior or perceived, whereby majority of people normally say that his behavior may carry political cost if he distances himself too far from the party's core leadership. This one brings me to this question. Do you think that nobody can survive in Kenyan politics if he's not supporting or if he's not under a party? Majority of people will argue that Mara Raila this, Mara Raila that, Mara Babu Owino this. But my question is this: do you think that Babu Owino can survive without a party? Is it possible? I don't know. Maybe you can tell me in the comment section. Those who believe that you must have a party for you to survive in Kenyan politics, you can tell me that at the comment section. And tell me why you are saying that it's very much important for Babu Owino to be in ODM. Now, can we look at some of the reasons for the treatment? Number one, we'll talk about political risks, management, and also loyalty and unity concerns. Number three, talk about strategic calculations and also perception of Babu Owino's liability, whereby some of Babu Owino's controversies, legal issues, polarizing statements, might make the leadership cautious about centering him in high-profile roles. I think his perception, also the loyalty and unity concerns, whereby political parties often punish dissent or at least withhold rewards to preserve unity, especially heading into major elections. Babu Owino's criticism and independence postures might make party leadership wary about giving him prominence. Babu Owino is Babu Owino does. I don't think if Babu Owino anapaswa sasa hivi kuambiwa kwamba you will not be prominent without us. That guy, in fact, Babu Owino is from the look of things, from the way I understand it right now, Babu Owino is not even Babu Owino is I think we can say that Babu Owino shajitengenezea ile posture ya he can dominate nationwide. That is it. He can dominate nationwide. Si ya kwamba lazima Nairobi tu peke yake. It's only that maybe his time has not yet come, but is more than that. Let me put it that way. Is more than that.
How is your relationship with Baba today?
My relationship with Baba is extremely okay. Of course, that is Baba. Baba is my political leader. And Baba, even in a family, there could be issues here and there, but you don't allow it to go under your skin. Those are normal things, even in a family. So in a political setup, I know that Baba is my political father. So I have no problem with him. And I believe that he has no problem with me because I'm his son.
And now, I also went ahead and looked at how is Raila's action contributing to the friction between Babu Owino and the ODM people. Number one, Raila Odinga's issue of endorsing Johnson Sakaja. And one of the key issues is Raila's outward support for Johnson Sakaja for the re-election in 2027, whereby Babu Owino has publicly said that this endorsement shows Raila has a preferred candidate over him. So you see, Raila Odinga is also playing a role in separating Babu Owino from ODM. Number two, when you try to look at body language signals from Babu Owino, yes, he doesn't say it, but there's a way your body language can express a lot of things. You see, kuna jinsi ambavyo mwili wako unaweza ukazungumza na ukose kuzungumza kwa maneno. Babu Owino has interpreted Raila's behavior and public statements as a signal, signaling that is not favored. For example, when Raila made remarks, I think this issue, the main thing here that is just making this thing look like this guy is not wanted, based on Raila Odinga's remarks or by Raila Odinga's behavior, is where the moment Raila Odinga decided to endorse Johnson Sakaja. So I've been asking myself, what is it that Johnson Sakaja has that Babu Owino doesn't have? This is it. Johnson Sakaja can bow. Johnson Sakaja is a guy who he doesn't know what he wants, but Babu Owino knows. Na Babu Owino sio ile mtu ambaye utamwendesha kama gari ya miraa. That is one thing that we have to accept. Another issue, the lack of formal communication or consultation. Babu Owino has complained that that on important ODM matters, such as when drafting the NADCO report, I think I've talked about that, Apoju, was never consulted. So it's like he's being sidelined. And lastly, succession politics. There are reports that Raila Odinga has been discussing potential succession politics promotion, certain figures like Oparanya, Joho. I think that one was a long time ago, before Joho and Oparanya joined the government, before they became CSS for leadership roles in future. Of course, I've told you that if there is somebody whom we see that is possibly likely going to take the footstep of Raila Odinga is Babu Owino. But the question has been, why is it that he's normally being sidelined? Why is it that he can't be given the opportunity to do what he can? Why can't we see like the real Babu Owino? Why can't he be offered that opportunity to show what he got? You see, there are a lot of things that Babu Owino has, but then why is it that ananyimwa hiyo opportunity? You see, after all, guys, that is just my thought, and that is all I have for now. You can also tell me what you think at the comment section. Until we meet again, I have been your host, Boniface Owino. Bingo.